high school economics teacher, state legislator, all around a good guy, I guess. So a friend of liberty.
Hey Kurt, this is Sean Wright down here in Tampa. I just wanted to see if the statements I saw about you endorsing Mitt Romney are true or not. So please give me a call back anytime, day or night. I'd love to talk to you about that. Talk to you later, Kurt. Bye.
Where's the 5D?
Well, I heard something. Whoops.
That we Mitt Romney because he's in town today and said we're gonna work and win Minnesota for him.
Didn't you just endorse Mitt Romney?
Well, of course he's going to be the nominee, right? Well, I'm going to be voting for him in November, so isn't that an endorsement?
Well, Ron Paul, the RNC hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah, and has Ron Paul said that Mitt Romney will be the nominee for the party?
I'm not exactly sure. I haven't talked to Ron yet.
Actually, I did. And that's what Congressman Paul and I talked about. And Congressman Paul and I talked about this whole thing that I did today. He gave me the thumbs up to do whatever I needed to do, wanted to do. And since he was already, conceding that Romney was going to be the nominee, that's why we could take any direction we wanted to.
I haven't seen
And what I wanted to do with Romney coming into town and me not being able to go to Tampa is I wanted to be able to say, hey, congratulations. We're ready to run with you. I sent out an email to all the delegates and alternates down in Tampa from Minnesota to say, hey, you guys vote your conscience. This is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it. So I laid it all out, sent them that email last night just to give them a heads up, and we're plowing forward because we're going to win this state.
He is seeking support from the establishment, the rhinos of the Republican Party, because there's fear that he's going to lose the race against Amy Klobuchar unless they raise a couple $1 million.
People are concerned because kind of limiting the staff for your campaign as to kind of the established instead of our Liberty people that kind of help get you in as the endorsed candidate.
Like Pagano or who?
Well, more like Duesenberg and kind of following the paths of other people.
Yeah, there was some of it was money too, and then we couldn't pay as much as because we don't have the money to pay people. So, so that was part of the problem.
Simple principles can yield prosperity. While establishment candidates have looked for magic tricks disguised as economic theory to fix this nation, the answers are straightforward.
Well, you basically said you supported Mitt Romney because you wanted to get campaign donations. You haven't received any yet, have you?
When did anybody say that, Sean?
Well,
when did anybody say that that's the reason?
That Romney was coming to town today, and literally his campaign is pretty much done because there's no bucket money, and they had an opportunity, to do like a $500 type fundraiser with Romney tonight.
So have my ideas changed? Have the things that I'm running changed?
Well, your integrity
the
changed,
ideas
Kurt.
that I'm running on?
What are you running on?
Same things I was running on yesterday, a week ago.
Which is what? Supporting Ron Paul and supporting the Liberty movement? Because Ron Paul hasn't dropped out of the race. The RNC hasn't even happened yet.
Then why did Ron Paul tell me to do that? Tell me that all of this was okay?
Because you're going to do what you want to do. Ron Paul hasn't endorsed.
Why did Ron Paul tell me personally that this was all okay to do?
Monday night, he had a fundraiser, and we talked about 10 minutes about how important it is to stay true to the whole Liberty movement and the Liberty, people.
I think it's up to you guys right now what you want to do. If you want to try to win an election, or just complain, or try to find somebody who's pure enough to be whoever you think they should be. Because I know I never will be.
Kurt Knowles is not Ron Paul. We know that. No matter how much we wish he was, he's not.
I said the reason why I did what I did is to show leadership, and that I'm going to vote for Mitt Romney on November 6th, not Barack Obama.
What about Ron Paul on November 6th?
Ron Paul will not be a candidate on the ballot November 6th, Sean.
How do you know that? The RNC hasn't even happened yet. Are you psychic or what?
Because Ron Paul told me that he wasn't going to be.
So has he conceded the campaign?
Yes, he did.
He said, I did support Dr. Paul, and I always will support Dr. Paul, but, you know, at this point, it's a matter of, you know, does he want his campaign to die, or, you know, or is he going to have to, you know, do something to get an injection of cash? So that's what he did.
I mean, I looked at your Kurt Bills for Senate page on there, and everybody's on there like, what the fuck? I mean, you thought it was hard getting people to support you.
Actually, I've had some pretty good emails back from Ron Paul delegates as well, Sean.
Yeah.
Some pretty supportive emails.
None of them are willing to stand up and tell you the truth right from their mouth like I am.
That's probably because of people like you who act the way you do.
How do I act, Kurt? I ask you hard questions, and I'm not afraid to ask them.
And I'll give you my honest thoughts is that I think the only way we win is if we all stick together.
That's not sticking behind a guy that's going to replace Obamacare with Romney Care and expand our federal government even bigger, separate the government from the people. It's not the way it's going to happen. It's going to only happen if people stick together and support candidates like yourself that aren't going to sell out. I don't know, maybe I just have a fucked up view of like politics and think that there's people that are going to stick to their integrity the whole time. If you're supporting Mitt Romney, Kurt Bills, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Matt Pagano and all those other sellouts that are on your campaign staff, fuck them. They're not really in this for the liberty movement. They're in there to better their future with politics. Fuck politics. Fuck this whole left-right paradigm. Fuck all of it. It's bullshit. So people we can get behind and stand behind are going to get bought out and support the cronies, the media puppets. Then we've lost it all. Then it's time to unbelieve in any of this Ron Paul revolution because it's all fake. It's all there for profit. Let's buy Benton a bigger house. Jesse Benton, nice house, by the way. Very nice house. So, again, isn't it about kind of keeping your conscience clear and like holding to your word and not selling your soul?
Well, but is it really selling your soul, though?
Monday night, Kurt was asking me, well, how are we going to get this viral grassroots movement to get people out to go vote for me? Stick true to your integrity and stick true to your ideals. Stick through with it. Don't sell out. That's how you're going to do it, Kurt. How can you say who the endorsed candidate is going to be when the endorsement process hasn't even happened yet? That's impossible.
Well, how, Sean? How has it happened? Obviously, it's not about what happens at the RNC.
No, it's not. Why even have a convention if you're just going to fold? I mean, muck your cards at least. I mean, don't just lay them right out on the table and say, here, well, we give up. Wow, I don't get it. I'm a little pissed because I spent a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort trying to help Kurt Bills out.
Well, Sean, we've all spent a lot of time and effort and energy and money on getting Ron Paul where he is.
Right. To quote Adam Kokesh on this, Ron Paul Inc. is a for-profit system that I did not want to believe or even think was possible or even true. But I guess when you have greedy hands like Jesse Benton and others involved in the kitty, you can see their real intentions. It's all about money and getting their alliances with the establishment. But when it comes to politics, America, we're fucked. Kurt, you see this? What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? I mean, you think it's hard, you know, and you said you're getting arrows shot across your bow from every direction. If you're supporting fucking Mitt, watch out for my fucking arrows. I did everything I could to promote your ass, to help you get in there, because I believed you were a Liberty candidate. But if you turn your back on the Liberty people and everything else,